Hey everyone, Mr. Coco's here. Say hi, Coco. There's Mr. Coco. I'm super excited today. I love talking about this and I'm super pumped about it because I realized something. No one else talks about this. But like, why? Why does no one else talk about this, Mr. Coco? How come no one talks about this? Sorry, go away, Coco. When I was young, this is a topic that like I would have loved if someone would have explained this stuff to me, because I was that kid. I was that like 9-year-old girl, and I was like dreaming of being a show jumper one day, and especially like Grand Prix level show jumping. Like that was my goal. And I never met somebody who had been a Grand Prix show jumper. No one in my family knew anything about horses. So like I so wished when I was young that somebody would have like shared what I'm about to share with you guys today. So I'm super pumped for today. Like, ooh, as you can see, part of it is I'm pumped, and part of it is that I'm like freezing. So, okay, before I dive in, okay, comment where in the world you're joining me from. Okay, I'm gonna kind of keep an eye on the comments here. Comment where in the world you're joining me from. I'm freezing a little bit here, so tell me if you're freezing, warm, hot, cold. Okay, where are you? No? Let's all unite in our experiences here. Okay, so today, and some of you already went like, what is the topic then? So I'm going to be talking about what it actually takes to get to Grand Prix. I'm not going to give you the candy-coated caramel rainbows, butterflies, unicorn version. No, I'm going to talk about the real thing, like what it actually takes to get to Grand Prix level. So I hope you guys are pumped. I hope you guys are excited. As I said, I would have loved to have gotten this information when I was young, but I just didn't have access to it. Like I didn't know anyone who had been to Grand Prix. So, for me at that time, it seemed like, I don't know, this kind of far away dream, but I didn't know how to get there. So hopefully today I can kind of bridge that gap for you guys. Some of you, and I'm going to tell you, like, some of you guys watching today, you might not be ready to hear what I'm about to share with you. Okay. And I want you to just like know that and accept that. And, others might feel like maybe you know this already or you have kind of a feeling about this, but also at the same time, actions speak louder than words. They do. Okay. So I want you to ask yourself throughout today's video, like, do you know it or do you do it? Okay. It's one thing to say, like, oh, yeah, I know that. No. Do you know it or do you do it? Because if you're not doing it, you don't know it. Do you know what I mean? Okay. If you don't do it, you don't know it. Okay. Or it's in your brain, but it's not actually in your body. Okay. So if you guys are joining me now live, I want you to go ahead and comment where in the world you're watching me from and how are you feeling. Okay. I'm feeling freezing here in Spain. It's cold outside and it's freezing. So are you hot? Are you freezing? Are you cold? Are you warm? Are you in a nice snuggly blankie? Like, let me know. Okay. Comment. I want you guys to participate. So again, throughout the video, do you know it or do you do it? Okay. Just mental check yourself. Okay. I'm going to be talking about what it actually takes to get to Grand Prix. Before I continue though, I want you guys to decide right now, like, what kind of a person do you want to be as far as an equestrian? Like, what kind of equestrian do you want to be? Do you want to be an A player? Okay, someone who takes action, someone who's like committed to their dreams, somebody who's gonna do whatever it takes to make their dreams happen. Okay, I'm gonna call that an A player, someone who's actually an action taker. Are you gonna be an A player as an equestrian, or I don't know, like a B player or a C player? Okay, so if you're an A player, I want you to comment right now. Like, if you have goals in life and one day you're dreaming of riding Grand Prix, whether it's jumping, dressage, maybe even like you're an endurance rider and you want to do 100 miles in endurance, or maybe your sport is different, but you want to get to the highest level of your equestrian sport, like that's fine. So if that's you, okay, I want you to comment A player right now. Okay, comment A player. Okay, I want to know how many A players we have in the room right now because I'm going to talk about some heavy stuff. I'm like, I want to know who my A players are. Comment. Okay, I'm waiting. I see. We have somebody joining us from Brazil. Yes, hello. Okay, comment. A player, if that's you. So everything, there we go. We have the comments coming. Everything that you think you know about getting to Grand Prix, I'm just gonna say it like it is. It's wrong. Okay, everything you think you know about getting to Grand Prix, it's probably wrong. Or most of it's wrong. Okay. We've been conditioned since we're little. You know, when I'm talking about when I was 9 years old and I was watching Disney movies about horses, you know, Black Beauty and blah, and all these things. Like, we've been conditioned since we're very young to believe what the media is telling us. Okay. Here's the thing though. This is real life. Okay. This isn't a Hollywood movie. Okay. What I'm going to be talking about today, like, this is real life. Okay. It's not a Hollywood movie. This idea that, you know, someone's going to gift us a horse for free, and that horse is going to be our next Olympic champion, even though we have no money, no coaches, no experience, no saddles. Like, you know, that's Hollywood. Okay. This notion that you can, you know, win a horse in a lottery and take that horse and then go to Grand Prix or whatever. Like, this is real life. Okay. This isn't Hollywood. That's what they want us to believe. They want us to believe because, you know, it sells movie tickets. I watch those movies. Okay. They want us to believe that you can just stumble on this like underdog horse and be this underdog rider, and you can enter an arena with professionals who train their whole lives for this sport and who have, you know, the gear and the sponsors and everything. Like, you can be that person that just goes into the show and beats all of them. Okay. It makes a good movie. Yeah. So that's what they want you to believe. Okay. And a lot of us, because again, you know, some of you sitting right now, you might be thinking like, oh, well, of course I don't think that way. Okay. Here's the thing, whether you realize it or not, okay, whether it's been subconsciously programmed and conditioned to you, like, this is something we've all been programmed since we're little tiny kids. Okay. I was how old when I was watching these horse movies? And it's really hard to even be aware of the kind of programming and conditioning that you have. So I have some things today that's really going to reveal whether or not, like, you have these subconscious programming. Okay. We're going to dive into that. And basically in today's video, I'm going to reveal 3 key ingredients. Okay. 3, which these ingredients are what you actually need to get to Grand Prix. Okay. You can have other things than these 3, but you can't get to Grand Prix without these 3 things. You know? Okay. So these are the 3 things that you need. Okay. You can't live without these 3 things if actually Grand Prix is your goal. So I'm going to dive into that. Again, some of you guys are in for a rude awakening. Hello, Mr. Coco. He's asking to say hi to everyone. So can everyone watching please say hi, Mr. Coco? Otherwise, he's not going to leave me alone. Okay. So hi, Mr. Coco. I want to see in the comment. So again, some of you guys are going to be in for a reality check. Okay. I'm going to be talking about the truth and I'm not going to be talking about like Hollywood stuff. Okay. I'm the coach. Okay. You guys are here because I think you want me to tell the truth, right? I hope that you guys want me as your coach to tell you the truth and not give you some candy coated, you know, BS story to make you feel good inside when actually that's not the truth. Okay. Is that fair? Is that fair if I like tell you guys the truth and I don't lie to you? I feel like that's fair. Okay. If that's fair, like, comment right now. That's fair. Okay. I want you guys to comment that's fair because I don't want to like lie to you guys. I want to tell you the actual truth. Okay. Let's go ahead and dive into these 3 key ingredients that I mentioned, what you need to become a Grand Prix rider. This is going to get heavy. First and foremost, okay, we're going to take a little bite of humble pie for a second. Okay, take a little bite of humble pie right now. And I want you to ask yourself this. Do you want to get to Grand Prix? Simple question. Do you want to get to Grand Prix? Yeah. Do you want to get to Grand Prix? Comment right now. Honestly, like, do you guys want to get to Grand Prix? Show jumping, dressage, maybe the Grand Prix of your sport. Like, who here wants to get to Grand Prix? Oh, I see Paula. That's fair. Boom. Perfect. Who here wants to get to Grand Prix? And if you guys are joining me in the replay as well, like, comment. Okay. Comment. Participate. Yeah. I always check the comments. I always reply even after. Fair. Do you want to get to Grand Prix? Okay. If you want to get to Grand Prix, dressage, jumping, whatever. Okay. If the answer is yes, then I want you to ask yourself this. what am I doing currently to get myself to Grand Prix? Okay, what am I doing currently to get myself to Grand Prix? And by that, what I mean is your current riding instructor a Grand Prix coach? Okay, do they have students who are in pursuit of Grand Prix, or maybe they're already competing at that level? Okay, does your current trainer or instructor know without a shadow of a doubt how to systematically produce horse after horse after horse for Grand Prix level? Okay, it's not like a fluke that they did. They didn't buy the Grand Prix horse. Okay, they know how to systematically train horses consistently and accurately for Grand Prix. Okay, I want you guys to ask yourself that. Grand Prix, woohoo, woohoo. Okay, so do you want to get to Grand Prix? And if so, like, are you surrounding yourself with a coach who is at that level? Okay, or who intends on getting at that level, or is capable of going to that level? Okay, so for example, let's talk about me for a second. Okay, I'm a certified FEI level 2 coach. Okay, there's only 3 levels. The only way to get a level 3 FEI certification, let's talk about that for a second. FEI level 3 is the highest level you can achieve. The only way for me to get the FEI level 3 is for me to have a student who is competing at Grand Prix for a minimum of 2 years. That's how I can apply for my level 3. Okay, there's other things involved, but that's the gist. Okay, so me personally, and I'm going to share my goal with you guys if that's okay. Personally, my goal is to get my FEI level 3. Okay, I want, or I'm in search of, that student who wants to compete for the next couple of years at Grand Prix height. Okay, so that way I can also apply for my FEI level 3. Okay, that's my personal goal. So as I said, there's only the 3 levels in the FEI. I'm level 2. I just want to kind of check my notes here that I'm not missing anything. So again, is my personal goal, I'm looking for a student who they're currently at that level, or they want to get to that level. Okay, they're intending on becoming Grand Prix show jumpers. They're committed, they're dedicated to their goals. So that way I can kind of train them, work with them for the years, obviously go into competitions. It's part of the requirement in order for me to apply for my FEI level 3. So if that's you, if you're somebody that's interested in, being a student of mine, for example, or if you're interested in getting to that level, like, don't you want to align yourself with someone who's also going in the same direction as you? You want to align yourself with someone who's going in the same direction. If you're currently working with instructors who, I don't know, they're happy with what it is that they're doing now, but you want more than what they're doing, then you're not going in the same direction. Yeah, so you need to align yourself with someone, with a coach who's going in the same direction as you. Okay, so that's what you have to ask yourself. Okay, and ask yourself seriously, like, this is for your benefit, not mine, right? Ask yourself seriously, is your current coach and trainer at the level you are intending to go? Okay, if not, are they on their way there? Okay, I told you my intention. I'm aiming for my FEI level 3. That is the highest level that you can possibly achieve through the FEI as a coach. Okay, not as a rider, that's separate. As a coach, okay, as a coach, that is the highest level you can get. I'm going there. Okay, who wants to come with me, kind of a thing. Like, that's where I'm going. So ask yourself, okay, are they currently at that level, or are they intending to go? If not, are they on their way there? And are they capable and goal-oriented enough and have the ability to kind of take you up the levels? Okay, the levels which you want to achieve. If your goal is Grand Prix, like, are they able to get you to that level? Okay, we have to be real here. Okay, again, I don't want to lie to you guys. Okay, I'm here to tell the truth. Okay, we have to be real. So if they're not at that level, how can you expect them to get you to that level? Like, it seems like common sense, right? But how many people, that's what they're doing. That's what I did when I was young. I had a coach. I loved him. He was amazing. He let me jump all the time. Okay, but he himself he wasn't competing in the European circuit. How could he teach me how to compete here in the European circuit? No, I had to come to Europe in order to do that. Okay, so it makes sense, and that's what I did. So, I've jumped Grand Prix show jump horses, by the way. I've jumped Grand Prix height. I've ridden Grand Prix dressage horses. I've also ridden Tevis winning endurance horses. I've also ridden high level polo ponies. You know, I like to surround myself with high level horses and coaches and trainers because that's just me. Okay. So my intention here, so obviously I have stables here in Europe and Spain. My intention, so I have one show jumping mare already. She's in training, little Zafira. I know everyone is kind of enjoying watching her on the VIP, but you know, I'm moving her through the levels. Okay, that's kind of my personal goals for her, is to move her through the levels. Okay, and again, what are your coach's personal goals? Okay, you should be asking these questions, by the way. Like, it shouldn't be a mystery. It shouldn't be a secret what your riding instructor's goals are. Okay, you should know. And the reason that you should know is because top riders, you know, they understand the importance of having a top coach. Top rider equals top coach. Top coach equals top rider. Okay, period. Like, it's math. Okay, there's no exceptions. So, you know, you wouldn't go to a doctor to fix a cavity, right? You go to a dentist. Okay, you go to a dentist. I want you to comment right now, dentist. Okay, I want people scrolling on their Facebook confused. Like, what's this horsey video have to do with dentists? Yeah, comment right now if you're joining me live or watching the replay. Comment dentist. Okay, you don't go to a doctor for a dentist thing. Okay, you don't go to the dentist for a doctor thing. Seems like common sense, right? It's not personal. Doesn't mean that your instructor is a bad person. Doesn't mean that we dislike them. No, it just means, are they going in the same direction as you're going? Can they take you where you want to go? If you're at point A, can they take you to point B? Okay. So again, align yourself with someone like me. Okay. Let them be your Mr. Miyagi. And I'm going to tell you things like wax on and wax off. And, you know, it's my job to kind of tell you exercises, and it's your job to just do it. I say wax on, you wax on. Okay. You have to trust the process. Follow my lead. Okay. I promise you'll succeed. So that's number one, by the way. Like, we still have two other key ingredients to talk about. So number one was all about the coach. Okay. Who are you aligning yourself with? Because let's face it, honestly, like, I've never met somebody at Grand Prix level or who's gone to the Olympics that didn't have a coach. It's never happened. Okay. I've never, ever in the history of the world did somebody make it to the Olympics watching YouTube videos. Hasn't happened. Okay. They have a coach. They have a mentor. They have somebody to take them there. Okay. The best riders in the world who are winning all these ribbons, like, they have coaches. Okay. You can't get to Grand Prix without one. Okay. And not just any coach, the right coach. I think that's the key word there. Okay. So I want you to comment right coach. Okay. So number one is all about the coach. Let's talk about number two, because number two is going to be painful for some of you guys. I just have to check because my phone is, the battery isn't the best. Goodness. Coco's chewing on cable. Sorry, you guys. I have the battery and we have Coco's. Okay, number two. This is going to be painful for some of you guys to hear. You're not going to want to hear it, but power through it because you need to hear it. Okay, I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to be your coach. Okay, I'm not here to candy coat things. I'm here because I want you to succeed. Okay, I want you to succeed faster and better and stronger than I have personally. Like, I want that for you. Okay. I don't want you to fail miserably and have a horrible accident and then you stop loving horses. Like, I want you to succeed. Okay. So number one was all about the coach. Number two, does anyone have any guesses? Okay. Does anyone have any guesses of what number two is going to be? I want to comment. I want you guys to tell me what you think number two is going to be. Number one was the coach. Number two, very important, the horse. Okay. Let's talk about the horse for a second here. We have some right coach. Yes, that was number one. Number two is all about the horse. Okay. Again, got a little self-assessment for you here. Let me ask you this. How old is your horse? What breed is your horse? How fit is your horse? Okay. How well trained is your horse? Does it have all of the buttons it needs to have in order to get to Grand Prix? Okay. You push the button. Mr. Coco, my goodness, he's throwing a tear. Does it have all the buttons that you need? Okay, can you push that button and it does whatever, tempo change, or it does a 1.60 meter jump? Okay, so is your horse following the same proven system that I've used with all of my clients, okay, and all of my clients use to take their horse from point A to point B, okay? Point A, where they are now, to point B, where they want to go, Okay, Grand Prix in this scenario. So here's the Hollywood story. Okay, the Hollywood story is you can like buy this horse from a kill pen for like $4, and that horse turns out to be some like retired show jumping horse that actually just needed to gain a couple 100 pounds, and it turns out that he still loves jumping, and then with no training and no experience because he knows everything about jumping, and you can sign up to a horse show tomorrow and then you can win against everyone. Like, that's Hollywood. Okay, that's the Hollywood version. Here's reality. Okay, here's real life. Okay, horses at Grand Prix level, whether it's dressage, whether it's show jumping, like whatever it is, the highest level that they can get in their sport, they have a lot of factors in common. Okay, now I'm not going to deny that there's like rare exceptions. Okay, there's always exceptions. But what I want you guys to be aware of is I'm not talking about the exceptions right now. I'm talking about the rule. Okay, have you guys seen that movie? He's Just Not That Into You. Okay, comment right now if you guys have seen that movie. He's Just Not That Into You. You can admit it. Like, come on, I've seen it, you guys. In that movie, there's this moment where the girl, the actress, she has this like light bulb moment because she kept wondering, like, how come he's not calling me? Right? She kept wondering and obsessing about it. Like, how come he's not calling me? And then she had this light bulb moment where she realized, like, oh, he's just not that into me. And sure, the exception is maybe he was in a horrific car accident. Like, maybe that's why he didn't call me. You know, that's the exception. But the rule is he's just not that into me. Right? That was that movie. Okay. So we need to live our lives by the rule, not by the exception. Okay. But because here's who can do the exception: the Grand Prix riders who they get 40 horses a year and they've consistently produced year after year after year Grand Prix jumping horses. I guess they are capable and confident enough in their eye and ability to see a horse which is an exception and to be able to make it the exceptional horse. Okay. But that's the exception, which that's not you. Okay. I'm sorry if you're watching, like, it's not you. Okay. You're not the exception. We have to aim for the rule. Okay. We are the rule. So you can't plan for exceptions. Okay. Those are the lottery tickets. Okay. You have to plan for the rules. So here's the rules which you must follow. Okay. Is the horse you have now capable of being your future Grand Prix horse? This is how we figure it out. I'm going to give you a few questions if you don't already know. And I see we have some. I like the movie. That was a cute movie. Here's our little assessment. Okay, here's how we can figure out how old is your horse? That's an easy one. How old is your horse? Here's a little fun fact. Most Grand Prix horses, okay, they're 10 years old at the bare minimum. Okay, any less than 10, they're not trained enough, they're not fit enough, they don't qualify. Okay, so they're at least 10 years old. Okay, a Grand Prix horse can compete for 8, maybe 9 years if you stretch it. Okay, that's kind of pushing it. So that means if your horse is Grand Prix at age 10, you have a window of about 10 to 18 years old, okay, that your horse is capable of doing Grand Prix. Okay, so if your horse is 15, just to put things into perspective, okay, that means he has another 3 years left before he's retirement age. Okay, he shouldn't be doing higher level jumps or movements anymore. So if your horse is 15, you've got a good 3 years left. Okay, but here's the other thing. How long does it take to train a Grand Prix horse? Let's talk about here in Europe what the system is, okay? Because again, I've worked with so many Grand Prix horses, okay? There's a system to it. It doesn't happen by fluke chance. It's hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars we're talking about. Believe me, there's a system. And that's what I'm talking about now, okay? So here's the other thing. How long does it take to train a Grand Prix horse? Okay, warm bloods. So here in Europe, warm bloods, let's face it, that's the horse most commonly used for both Grand Prix show jumping and dressage. Okay, so I'm going to talk about that. So again, rule, not exception. Okay, so warm bloods, they take a little bit longer to develop their bones. So here in Europe, we start saddle training them at the age of 4. Okay, light work, age of 4, kind of riding them, cruising around, doing basic stuff. Okay, that means from the age 4 until 10, You're training them like with the intention to get them to Grand Prix by the time they're 10. Okay, a little bit younger for the dressage horses. Yeah. But by the time they're 10, they should be at Grand Prix. Okay, so if I was to talk about show jumping, for example, okay, the horse might start competing at the 1 meter level, okay, 3'3", and it's going to move on to the meter 10 or the meter 20, which is 3'9". Okay, then from there, after maybe a season at the 3'9", you're going to move to the 1 meter 30, which is the 4'2", and then you're going to move on and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's say that puts you that puts your horse at around age 6, age 7, okay, jumping at the 1 meter 30, which is 4'2". That's not Grand Prix yet, by the way. So right now you're looking at age 7 with a horse. That horse is still not considered competitive, by the way. Okay, just because it's in the 1 meter 30 class doesn't mean it's going to be winning the meter 30 class. Okay, so again, talk about a lot of stuff here. It just means that they can enter an 1 meter 30 class and finish. Okay, that's like the goal. So they're still considered kind of green at that point. So we have done all of this stuff. They're now 7 years old, and we haven't even reached Grand Prix yet. Okay, Grand Prix starts at the meter 45. That's 4'8". Okay, and it goes up to the meter 60, which is 5.5 foot. So there's a whole lot of steps involved with getting that horse from age 4 to age 10 when it's, possibly at the Grand Prix level. So it's a lot of training. Okay, and dressage, by the way, it's not any different. Okay, you start training the dressage horses also at age 4 with light work and basic stuff. Your goal is to get them so that way at age 10, they're kind of able to enter the Grand Prix as, let's say, a green horse. So they're not necessarily winning or they're not competitive, but you can go. You can go to the show at Grand Prix. Let me ask you this. Okay, I want you to ask yourself one question. Are you a professional rider or are you an amateur rider? Are you a professional or are you an amateur? Okay, I want you guys to comment right now. Are you a pro, amateur? If you're wondering, what's the difference? In my opinion, of course, there's other definitions of this. In my opinion, the difference between the pro and the amateur is obviously a lot of things, but the pros are the ones who are training the horses up to Grand Prix. The amateurs are the ones who get those made horses and they ride them. Okay, it's not a discussion of what's better, what's worse. There is no better or worse. Okay, it's not good or bad. That's how it is. Okay, the pros, they're training it. Amateurs, they're riding them. Okay, so are you a pro or are you an amateur? And again, comment. Okay, feel free to comment. So Jessica Springsteen, for example. Okay, it's no secret. Her father, very wealthy, Bruce Springsteen. They have some money. Okay, do you think she's a professional who's training her own horses up to Grand Prix? Of course not. Okay, by that definition, she's an amateur rider. Okay, actually, Jessica Springsteen, she bought her horse, okay, Vindicat, if you know him. She bought him a month after the 2012 London Olympic Games, where basically his owner, okay, Britain's Peter Charles, rode him in a jump off, and he won gold medal. Okay, so Springsteen bought a horse who literally won a gold medal in the Olympics. Okay, for undisclosed millions, by the way. No one knows exactly how much money she spent, but the Daily Mail noted that at that time, horses of that level were worth $8 million. Just so you know. Okay, she's an amateur. She's buying a horse that won a gold medal. Okay, because she's not training them. She's riding the made horse. Okay, so she bought a proven gold medal winning Olympic horse for undisclosed millions. Now, what's the point I'm trying to make here? Because some of you guys might be wondering, what's the point? Okay, what does that have to do with me? So I want you guys to comment. Okay, comment and tell me. That way I tell you what the point is. tell me. Let's see, we see. Amateur. Oh my God, yeah, money, yes. $8 million. That would solve a lot of my problems. $8 million. Who here would have $8 million solve all of your problems? Tell me. Okay. What's the point I'm trying to make here? The point is this. Professionals, okay, when I talked about the age of the horse and that prime window of when they can be Grand Prix, the point is this. Professionals can ride a young horse that's 7 or 10 And maybe sometimes, they're a contender in the competitions because the rider has the experience because they've done so many Grand Prix that by sheer skill and experience, of the professional rider, they might walk away with a blue ribbon. They might win. But I asked you a minute ago, like, are you a professional or are you an amateur? Okay. If you're an amateur, and again, this isn't a good thing, this isn't a bad thing, like it's just how it is. Okay. Not everyone wants to work full time with horses and blah, go to the pros like I do. So as an amateur, do you think you can ride a 10-year-old horse who's only just started Grand Prix and then enter the arena and win a gold medal against the pro or even the amateur rider with an $8 million horse that just won a gold medal? Okay, do you think that you can enter that arena and actually win? Sounds like a Hollywood movie to me. Okay, sounds like Hollywood because the chances are very slim. Okay, remember, we have to plan for the rule, not for the exception. Okay, I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm saying it probably won't happen. So that means if you're an amateur rider, you need a horse to be up at Grand Prix level for at least 4 or 5, maybe even 6 years in order for you to be considered competitive in your sport. Okay, let that sink for a second. That means you're looking at a horse that's 16, 17, okay, maybe 15, in order for you to be competitive in your sport. Okay, some of you watching this video might be having some light bulbs go off right now. Okay, some of you might be like genuinely thought that your current 13-year-old horse would make it to Grand Prix. Again, the rule, not the exception. Some of you might only just now start to realize like how unlikely the chances of that was. Again, it's not impossible, but it's improbable. Okay, for a professional rider, again, who's done that, who has the experience, who knows that proven system to get the horse there, maybe. But for an amateur who rides 3 times a week, again, it would make an awesome Hollywood movie. Okay, but this isn't Hollywood. Like, this is real life. Okay, I'm talking about real life right now, not Hollywood. Okay, so you guys feel me? Do you feel me right now? I know this is heavy stuff. I want you guys to comment real life below if you're feeling me. Okay, because I know this is heavy. I'm going to tell you guys, Hollywood. Okay. Comment real life. Okay. There's one final key ingredient. Okay, the last and final key ingredient to Grand Prix. So number 1 was the coach. Number 2 was the horse. What do you think number 3 is? Take a wild guess, you guys. I'll give you a hint, okay? Undisclosed millions. Okay, what do you think number 3 is? And I see we have real life, more than you know. Number 3. Okay. Number 3 is money. Some of you knew I was going to talk about that. Yeah, oh, I see others. Amy, woohoo, joining me from Oklahoma. Hey, real life. Real life. So number 3 is money. Let's talk about money, you guys. No one talks about money. I'm going to talk about money. Okay, let's talk about money. By the way, no, you don't have to be a multi-millionaire to get to Grand Prix, okay, or to ride an Olympic horse. I'm proof of that. Okay, I am proof of that. I did not come from money. I never had horses growing up because couldn't afford it. Okay, I could only afford 2 riding lessons a month for years. Like, that was what I did. So no, you don't have to be a multimillionaire, but I'm going to talk about money, and I'm not going to give you the Hollywood version of it. Okay, let's get real here. Okay, so no, you don't have to be a bazillionaire. You don't have to be born Bill Gates' daughter, though, to be honest, that doesn't hurt. Okay, but this is what I am going to say about money. Okay, and I want you to be 100% honest with yourself right now. Okay, you asked me not to lie to you as your coach. Here's the thing. I'm going to ask you right now, don't lie to me. Okay, don't lie to me, because the people watching right now who are serious, like, you will reveal yourself. Okay, like, there's a lot of words, but like the serious people, you will reveal yourself. Okay, because there's 2 types of people. There's the people who talk about their dreams. Oh man, I want to go to Grand Prix someday. Okay, there's those people. And then there's the people who actually do something about their dreams. Okay. They are the ones that take action. They move mountains to get their dreams. Okay. They do whatever it takes to accomplish their dream. They don't have the money, they'll find some, they'll make some, they'll borrow some, but they won't let money stop them. Okay. If they don't have the time, they'll make the time. They'll quit their job, like whatever it is, they will make the time. Okay. If they don't have the skills, they will get the skills. If they don't have the coach, they will get the coach. Okay, that's because there's two types of people, you guys. There's the people who talk about their dreams, and then there's the people who are so busy trying to achieve their dreams, they don't even have time to talk about it. Okay, because they're achieving their dreams. They're on the path, they're in motion. Now, me, what do you guys think I am? Okay, I'm a doer. I've always been a doer. Okay, I'm not much of a talker. Though it's been like 20 minutes I'm talking right now. I'm not much of a talker, believe it or not. I tend to do my dreams and then people find out about it afterwards, after I've already like set my sights on the next dream. Okay, because I'm a doer. Okay, that's what I do. I take action. So I don't always tell what my dreams are. I know today I mentioned my dream of I'm going to achieve the FEI level 3. Like it's just a done thing. Like I'm going to. But I don't really talk about my dreams a lot because like I'm in the process. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm working on it. So yeah, that's just kind of me. So half of my family members and Facebook friends, like they only find out about my dreams after I've already done it. Okay. So what about you? Okay, there's an easy way to find out. By the way, there's an easy way. Okay, are you a talker or are you a doer? Easy way to find out. Let's talk about money. Yeah. How much money are you actually willing to invest in your goals? Okay. Because a Grand Prix coach, like me, we charge a hell of a lot more than like a normal coach. Okay. An average Joe Blow coach who just kind of lets you cruise around the arena aimlessly. A normal lesson's what, $50? $50 a lesson? $50 an hour? Okay. Lessons with a high level coach. First of all, it's not by the hour. It's by as long as it takes to achieve the thing you're trying to do. Might be 30 minutes, might be an hour and a half. Okay, but a normal lesson with a top coach like me, $200 easy. Okay, it's a little different than the average writing lessons I was taking when I was young. Okay, so ask yourself and be honest about it. Like, are you willing to invest in the pursuit of your goal? Are you saving money? Are you actively like trying to find the funding? Like, what's your plan? Okay, are you willing to book that flight to Spain to come and train with me? Are you willing to, invest in your education? Are you willing to put that time aside to train when other people are, I don't know, out having whatever barbecues and parties or whatever it is that normal people do? I don't actually know. But like, are you willing to do whatever it takes to get your goal? Okay, are you a talker or are you a doer? So, are you willing to become, or are you willing to put your dreams in your foresight? Get that system, like follow that system, follow those training plans, follow the proven system. Believe it or not, there's people that they don't just go to the Grand Prix on one horse once, like they do it many times on many horses, and that's because it's a system. Okay, so if you have that system, are you actually committed to following that system? If I give you a training plan right now, like, are you gonna follow that training plan? Are you gonna wax on, wax off what I tell you to do? Okay. The cool thing is, like, we live in the 21st century, like the internet and stuff, like with the virtual coaching nowadays, you can literally get coached by me even if you live 10,000 miles away, which is like pretty cool. Honestly, when I was a kid, I wish I had that. But ask yourself, like, are you a talker or are you a doer? Okay. Are you actually prepared to put in the work, commit to your dreams, and put in the time that it takes? Are you ready and willing to ride more than once a week? Okay. Are you willing to ride 4 or 5 times a week? Okay. If I'm your Mr. Miyagi and I tell you wax on, wax off, like, are you actually committing to doing it? It's easy to like sit and watch a video on YouTube about somebody doing something, but like, are you actually, if I tell you, hey, go do this, are you actually going to do it? Yeah. So Yeah. Are you a doer? And I see we have some doers. Doer. Boom. Are you a doer or are you a talker? Comment. So if you are a talker, and again, this isn't a judgment thing. I'm not judging you. Okay. It's not about that. This is for yourself. Am I a doer or am I a talker? Like, oh my God, I've been talking the talk, haven't I? Okay. This is for you to decide. Okay. It's not for me. Decide which one you are. I see. Ellie, yeah, Ellie's a doer. I can confirm that. Amy, whoop, yeah, Amy's definitely a doer. We got lots of doers in the room tonight. So if you're one of those and you're a talker and you're like, oh my God, I'm a talker, what do I do about it? Okay, like if that's you and you're ready to cross over to the other side of being a doer, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm here. Okay, it's an easy fix. It's called take the leap of faith, book a call with me. Like, let's get on the phone and talk about it. Okay, easy fix. Super easy. Take that leap of faith, book a call with me. Let's chat how to get you from point A, where you are now, to point B, where you want to go. And if that's you, I want you to comment right now, call me down below, and let's like organize something. Okay. If you're already a doer and you're ready and you're committed and you want more than anything to pursue your dreams and you're willing and able to invest in your time and your money and energy and your heart and your soul in the pursuit of your dreams, then I want you to comment down below, let's do this. And again, we can schedule a strategy call one-on-one with me so we can talk about what your next steps are. Okay. So today, I'll just quickly summarize the 3 big talks. I know there's a whole lot of things. The 3 key ingredients. I want to see you guys commenting down below too. Like, which one is the number 1 thing that you think you need to succeed? Number 1, the coach. Number 2 was the horse. And then number 3, I want you guys to comment. What was number 3? I want to see you guys commenting. Number 3, money. money. It's not just money, because time is more valuable than money. Personally, in my opinion, because we can always make more money, but we can't make more time. Yeah, it's one of those things. So the coach, the horse, or money. Yeah. Oh, I see we have different answers. We have horse, we have money. Yeah, these are 3 things. 3 things. It doesn't mean you have to have $1 million. It doesn't mean you have to buy the Grand Prix horse, but it does mean that we need to figure out these 3 things, you guys. Yeah. If you're serious about getting to Grand Prix, we need all 3. We need the coach that can get you there. We need the horse that's either already there or can get you there. Okay. Maybe that means you book the flight, you come to Spain, we find you a horse like I found little Zafira. I keep calling her little. She's not that little, but and we get you there. You know, if it's money, like how much money? How much money do you need? How much money are you willing to invest? Do you know what I mean? Like, how much time do you have? Like, are you willing and able to put that money into competitions when everyone else is going to, I don't know, party? What do normal people do, you guys? What do non-horse people do? I don't know. Somebody comment that, because I have no idea. But maybe that means like you miss out on a few normal people things. I don't know. Right? You don't get the brand new car from 2022. Maybe you drive an old banger car because you want Grand Prix more than you want that nice car. Do you know what I mean? It's all about priorities. It's all about priorities, you guys. So, okay, I see quite a few of the money. money. I'm coming. Woohoo. No idea what they do. And I don't know what normal people do. Horses. That's where I draw my expertise line. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Today was a super long video. Thank you so much. I see Ellie riding a motorbike because it's cheaper. There you go. And Ellie, you guys, who's watching, Ellie's a doer. And she's driving a motorbike so she can put her money towards her dream. I think that's cooler. I think getting your dream is way cooler than driving that fancy car. You know, maybe at some point, you know, you can have both. But like, let's start somewhere. Let's start somewhere. Someone else. No idea. Yeah, no idea what normal people do. Anyways. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I had a lot of fun talking about this. Again, I so wish that I had this when I was young. If you're one of those and you're ready to find someone like me, if you want that coach to take you there, like comment, and let's book a call. Okay. I want you to comment, call me. And let's book that call. Go, Ellie. Woohoo. Okay, awesome. I will leave you guys. Thank you so much. And I will see you next week. Yay.